I guess we could play a little defense too. So that was great to see. Just the way we started and what we fought through, and I haven't seen us play that type of offense. Credit to Vanderbilt. Bryce Drew did a good job with playing a different type of lineup that I think was affected us some early in the game, just until we figured some things out. But in the meantime, I think we relied on our defense, especially the last 8 minutes and a half. I don't know how many points they scored, but I know that it wasn't many. And so it was great to see. It was unbelievable crowd. It was such a great feeling to coach that game and to see us go on that run in the second half and to hear the roar of the crowd like I haven't heard here since I've been here. So that would be just unbelievable if we could keep that going. What an advantage it is for our players. And the crowd really willed us through not playing our very best, and certainly Vanderbilt had something to do with that. They're better than their record, and they've been in a lot of close games, just haven't been able to win. And I think they played pretty desperate, knowing that this was almost kind of a must-win for them. So I'm glad that we played through all those things. Very pleased with Mickey tonight. I thought his rebound, especially in the first half, was tremendous, and so I'm glad to see him look and appear to be more comfortable. And Trey has been kind of what he's been all year. So it was a solid win. To play in the mud, and we played in the mud some throughout this game and figured out a way to win.
Bobby, you guys have made a habit of these second half runs. You did it at Kansas, you did it today. What is it about that? I mean, does it start at halftime, or is it just a matter of time before you guys get comfortable and find your rhythm? I
think some of it is that. I think the way we closed, with a fury in that first half, and carried into the locker room, and then helped our psyche, because we were we just couldn't get anything going for the first 12 or 13 minutes, and and you could see the guys were getting frustrated because we've never played that way on offense yet, but they persevered through that. And then Trey's three to end the half to get the lead was great, because the way we played, you had to feel great that we had a lead in the half, and then from there the guys were determined to come out and play well in the first 4 minutes.
Yeah, Bobby, you're not the best of starts, but as you mentioned, your defense kind of kept you guys in it. Is that the sign of a good team that wins even though when they don't play the best?
Yeah, I mean, the numbers say what they say, and Vanderbilt has quality players. Roberson, LaChance, these guys have been to the NCAA tournament, and very good players in their league, and to be able to defensively guard the three-point line and hold them to those numbers. And I think you'll see our defensive stats jumping up, maybe, and people recognize that we're not one-dimensional, that if we're not we don't have our full just firepower on offense on a particular day, that we could push through a game like tonight, but we had the burst, and that's great that we took the game from being a 1-2 possession game, and then all of a sudden it's mid doubles, and it happens fast because these guys get stops, turnovers, and then made some big plays.
What's it like for you as a coach when they are in that burst, and maybe you see them start to have a little bit more flash in their game, whether it be a no-look pass or anything like that?
Just it's special to coach, and that stretch was amazing. Capped off by an unbelievable assist to Romello for the dunk, and that was an amazing piece of that game, and that's what we're capable of doing when we defend and get out in the open floor, and it's exciting to watch.
What did Mitchell give you tonight? 10 rebounds in the first half, and he was all over the place.
Yeah, he's a rugged, hard-playing guy, and he's so physical, and Mickey fits right in with our personality. He's a blue-collar guy, and plays hard. Guys respect him. He's unselfish. He passes, and then he also brings a more physical element to our team, and then even it just gives me more lineup flexibility playing him at multiple positions. And he's just starting to get really adjusted to playing. He's been off for a while, so I was glad to see him play that way tonight.
How do you guide your team through this national spotlight? Being you came from Duke, I mean, you were in it times as well.
We fight for it every night. I trust that these guys are just gonna you know, they're going to enjoy, and they deserve to enjoy any attention that they get for this, and the type of start that we've had. And I don't know how many teams it is now. Is it 4 teams that are left that have not, you know, had a loss, and we go on the road and we go neutral and we play real good competition, and you know, I'm proud of where we are and what we've done, and they should be as well. But you know, in practice, they come in and work, and they want to get better. And when these games come, they just want to attack everybody. You know, there's so many guys, Shannon, led by Shannon, Cody, and Trey, and then Remy, and all these guys have that personality, that killer instinct that you love to have. And I see the same things with Mickey and Melo's toughness. You know, Melo could go get us a basket when we need it and rebound. So this is just such a fun group to coach.
You mentioned Vanderbilt did something with their lineup early in the game. What was it, and how'd you guys change against that?
Yeah, you know, they went really smaller than they've shown, and they've you know, because Roberson is physical, and you know, we tried to throw it inside some early to try and take advantage of them not playing a true inside guy against us. And you know, we'll work on some things to make sure that what was going on with the doubles doesn't happen. I think we were at fault there just for how we attacked, throwing the ball into the post, and Melo was catching it with a you know, help defender in his lap already. And you know, we got to do a better job of making sure that we look off our passes and we don't stare down our passes, and then teams wouldn't be able to play that type of defense early in the game.
When they go to that small ball lineup, is it tough when Melo has to kind of go out to the 3-point arc and guard from there?
No. I mean, Melo, for a big guy, is mobile, and he's pretty good with his footwork, and he's got a good wingspan to challenge the 3, and he could give a quicker guy a little bit of space. I trust him to play someone away from the basket if we needed to switch something on defense.
When you guys are in these early holes, do you say anything or change anything at all with the team, or do you just trust the guys?
I mean, I called the timeout at 13-0 because I had to. I didn't want to call it, really, because I just figured that we would get it going, and I wanted to save it for later in the half. But you know, we just, I just kind of know how we play offense, and that eventually, if we just start chipping away at the lead, that we're going to go on a run that we typically go on.
And once you started chipping away, Coach, I mean, you talked about the rebounds, but it was huge how you were able to out-rebound them, and they were just getting one opportunity. You feel as the first half went on, that was a key to your offensive runs, keeping them off the glass.
Yeah, and I mean, well, for us, if you know, we were playing some bigger lineups too, and they were really small, so, and we weren't making shots, so we needed to offensive rebound, and you know, Coach Berno especially, every huddle was reinforcing that message to, you know, they're small, go to the glass, you know, talking about Mickey and Melo and Vitali.
Can you reflect just on the history of the 10-0 start, the first time in school history?
Yeah, I mean, I'm just, I'm in amazement of what these guys do, because I really, all week, was very stressed about this game, because I don't like waiting 7 days to play after we just had the game we played. I prefer to play sooner, and also just the additional weight that we're carrying now. We're, you know, we have a bullseye on our back now, and teams are gonna look at us differently than they have in the past, and certainly as hard as Vanderbilt played, and some of the adjustments that they made, and Bryce Drew's a very good coach, and they had a good plan, had his team ready to play, and played us extremely hard. So, but yeah, I mean, it's something. It's something to be a part of. You know, I felt the energy from the crowd, you know, the enthusiasm in this area about what we're doing, and just, I'm glad that the fans were able to show up the way they did and really enjoy that.
So on that note, today's game begins a stretch of 3 games in 7 days. Is that a pace that you prefer more to battle against, be rusty and whatnot?
Yeah, we just want to take care of what we need to do, and prepare similar to the St. John's, Kansas, you know, with the game here in 2 days, and then prepare for our last non-conference, and you know, and then we have obviously what it's all about, where everyone starts 0-0 again. So we just want to have the best week that we can have moving forward. How we prepare this week.
Is Kimani going to play that at U of A?
We're still, you know, we're seeing as he progresses, and he's running on his own now. He's been in some non-contact drills that we've done in practice, very light, and we're just going to progress him gradually, and he's going to tell us, when he's ready to play, because he's got such a future ahead of him. I don't want any more setbacks for him, and I want to make sure he's 100% when he's out there on the floor.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.